Hey, super eighth graders. Can you believe we're already at week 15, December 14th through the 20th? I know I can't. Seems like things have been flying lately. It's all good, right? I had a couple of announcements. I made sure to make the lessons for this week and next week visible to you now. So if anybody wants to work ahead, you are able to do so. Next week is a quiz. We are not going to be doing lessons 3, 5, and 8 in this unit. They will not show up on the test. So just as a reminder, and your service learning projects are due when we get back. So if you haven't completed it or you haven't submitted Part B, please, please, please do that. This week, lesson 303.02 is how states are governed. You're going to notice that I modified it somewhat to make it more specific to Wisconsin and to make it less confusing. I feel like Buzz is a little bit confusing. And there is an activity listed on tab 12. We are not doing that. It is not extra credit. It is not advanced. I just think it's not worth doing. And then the second lesson is 03.04, which is how are laws made. Again, fillable assignment, and the activity listed on tab 10 is not assigned, nor is it extra credit. Again, I just didn't think it was all that great. All right, so starting with 0302, how our states govern. Notice it is an assignment. It will be turned in. A reminder that tab 12 is something you want to skip. This looks at how states are governed. And what I did here is I pulled some things out of Buzz and some things I added myself. So you'll notice that for the most part on the first page here, vocab, you know how to do those. Tab 2, you're going to look for the purposes of the Constitution and a little fill in the blank. Pretty straightforward. So it looks at, what are the four purposes. You're just going to copy that over. You're going to fill in some blanks here for tab 2. Tab 4 asks what powers citizens have. And there are some specific ones to Wisconsin, which is why I added it. You're going to want to look down here at the bottom to find some information about how Wisconsinites can let our state government know that we're not real excited about what's happening. Tab 5, what's in the state's constitution? You're filling in the blank. And then there are some red stars where things are related to Wisconsin itself. Again, trying to make it a little bit more applicable just to us. And so you're just pulling things out of here. After tab 5, so in tabs 7, 8, and 9, you're going to notice that there are some questions like these two that come from Buzz. And then there are some questions that require you to go to a website having to do with the state of Wisconsin. So if you notice, I ask you who your legislators are. You're going to click on the link and you're going to navigate through. So who are my legislators? You can put your address in here. You can click down here to find out a little bit more. In the next section, who are the top executives? You can go to the site of Tony Evers, and the About button is what's really going to help you here. And then the last one has to do with who is in the Supreme Court in Wisconsin. And so you're going to click on this button and answer a few questions about these folks. Pretty straightforward, I think. Hopefully much more applicable than what's just in Buzz. I will not test you on anything that is not on this sheet. So feel free, if you want, to not spend too much time on the tabs that I didn't ask you any questions on. The second thing is how laws are made. Again, just a reminder, the assignment, the activity on tab 10 is not something we are doing. And this has to do with how laws are made. I went through, and the first thing we're going to do is look at tab 2. Tab 2 talks about some specific laws that impact how you live your lives. Again, you all know I like the text version. And so I ask you to list one way. So read through these, find something that is significant in each in terms of how our homes and lives are regulated. Go ahead and drop those in here. Tab 3 talks about public policy. And so there's just one question on who might be involved. And so you're going to go to tab 3 there. And then the last thing, which is tab 5, is how bills are made into laws. And you can look at the text version here to answer that. I will also post, I'm just a bill because it's fun. All right, nerds, you got this. Have a great week.